हेलो गाइस एंड वेलकम बैक आफ्टर वेरी वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम। बहुत लंबा समय हो गया एंड वी आर बैक। बहुत आफ्टर सम टाइम, आफ्टर 3 रेस वीकेंड्स, एंड नाउ वी आर बैक विद अनदर episode of the GP experience by IFF1. Me and SJ as along with you. Hi, SJ, a lot to cover. For starters, since we were away, a lot has happened.
Yes,
Miami, since Miami, it seems that we are seeing a completely new championship, as Fred Vassar quoted it, that we'll see a completely new championship, but not in terms of the front, in at the front. Like Mercedes has been winning by nook or corner, but not this weekend. As we'll come to it, it was a very special weekend. But uh, rewinding a little back, what did you make of the weekends from Miami to Monaco? Like, what were the standout moments for you?
it was the same. The standout moment for Miami was Norris was competitive. He won the sprint race, and then he was very close in the lead also up to a certain
Yes,
extent
yes.
of the race, and then Kimi overtook him. Again in Canada, there was a good tussle between Russell and Kimi again, and
Like
that
Bahrain 2014 vibes.
kind of, but not
Yeah,
exactly that one.
not that level.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it was good. Russell eventually Russell uh, had to retire for some battery issue, I think. So that was a key
Unfortunately,
moment to take from that. Back to back five wins, a record for such a young age for
my
Kimi,
God.
and the youngest championship leader. That is another takeaway till today. Okay, and again in Monaco, Mercedes had a very good race. So unfortunately, Charles chickened out in Monaco and today also. I don't know what's wrong
What a
with
way to
him.
celebrate that. What a way to celebrate a contract extension. Just putting it out there.
I'm
Like
not sure if he's become.
perfectly.
I am not sure if he's become complacent of that, but I'm sure they might be working in the background. There might be something. And today, of course, it was a one of the golden days of
Just
Ferrari history.
a golden day, yeah, a very nice day, a very happy day,
Correct.
and all the hard work paying off. Ferrari's first win since 2024. But the general consensus has been that the Mercedes out and out has been the better package till date in this season, and the championship tables also show that. But I would like to add to the Kimi point, like I I'm just speechless because the last time I saw a driver like this was Max. Like not lighting up the world like Kimi is doing in his second season. Max took his time, but he also shown on his Red Bull debut also in 2016. So I think Kimi is certainly up there at the level of Max and Lewis and Alonso, for sure. And yeah, he has blown this championship wide open because we
Just
were
time,
all thinking,
थोड़ा ब्रेक ले ले. 19 साल का बच्चा है वो. ठीक है.
अरे तो
लेकिन
19 साल का
रियलिटी में
बच्चा
सबका
है।
बाप बन रहा है. ये भी बोलता हूँ मैं. ठीक है. He is talented, he is fast, and definitely has a bright and a good future ahead of him. Okay,
He's fast. He's amazingly fast. What do you mean?
correct.
He just cooled Lewis Hamilton in Monaco. What do you mean? He was fast. He was ultra quick. The only circuit where Mercedes was deemed to be a little bit behind the step, and that was evident with George Russell, but not with Kimi. So yeah, everybody saying कि बच्चा है ठीक है, but he's showing that he is a generational talent,
He is a
and I
generational talent. Yes, that is true.
And
Nobody is
I won't be
running from that
surprised if
fact.
he
Yeah.
has a slump. If he has a slump in 2026, I won't be surprised about it. But the thing is, winning 5 races on the trot, even though the Mercedes at times has not been that bulletproof of a package that we think it has been,
No, no, it
and
has
the
been a
A2O
bullet.
thing,
No, no, no.
it
It has been a
uh,
bulletproof
how
package
can you say?
Okay,
On
there was
across, on an average across the
yeah,
season
there is
right
only
now,
one
Mercedes
retirement.
has been.
See, till today, there have been only two retirements for Mercedes. One
But Mercedes
for
as a manufacturer. I am saying McLaren has had reliability issues with the same power unit that Brackley has been using. The works team has been using.
Yes, yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
But I'm talking as a Mercedes as a team, not as a manufacturer. Okay. Mercedes as a team
Okay.
have done good job. Okay, so far they are leading the championship, both drivers and constructors. Kimi has done a fantastic job. Russell has been there and thereabout, but he needs to pull up his
Just
socks
pull up his
if he has
socks.
to. Yeah, if he has to be competitive and he has to fight for the
Exactly.
championships. Okay, today was his lucky day out when Kimi unfortunately retired. Okay, but we can say
That's
that
just motorsports
yeah,
for you.
he could not win it. If he would have won it, it would have been much better. Nevertheless,
He
so
was fighting
from
Russell for
from the
P2.
place where I say it, Mercedes has only two retirements as a constructor, correct? One in Canada due to battery issue, and today. Okay,
I don't think Ferrari has had any. Please recheck that.
except for Charles Leclerc chickening out in Monaco, and
Crashing out, not mechanical retirements like Mercedes is
no, no, no,
having.
not mechanical, crashing out. Yes, of
Yeah.
course. He
So in
has
terms of bulletproofness, I would give 1 point to Ferrari
yes, yes, absolutely.
because
Yes. They do
they
not,
have built a.
there is no reliability issue at this point of time that we see in Ferrari.
Let's not jinx it also. I don't want to jinx any
Absolutely,
tifosi
yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. So people don't blame us if next
Yeah.
race there is a mechanical failure. Please don't blame us. Okay. We
I'm
are just
just
calling it out.
crossing my fingers right now. Please
So
don't let this out.
correct, correct. So I think Mercedes are doing a pretty good job, and Ferrari are definitely catching them. Today was a
Exactly.
definitely proof of that. If today was not the concrete proof, then last two races, okay, Hamilton finished second behind Kimi, right, in Monaco also, and I think in
In Canada also he finished P2
correct in
alongside
P2.
Max and
Correct.
Kimi.
Yeah. So last two races he has finished P2 and today he won it. So it was not just a flash in a
Exactly.
pan like somebody called out in commentary. Okay.
I would still reserve my comment on that he is back. I would just take
I
it
would
one
not
race
say
at a
he
time
is
right
back,
now.
but yes, he's definitely feeling
In a
happy
very happy
and
place.
yeah, in a very happy
Exactly.
place right now that all things are going on. Ferrari upgrades are coming, doing well. All these things are happening, and he's pretty up for it. Let's
Exactly.
put it this way. Let's also not forget that free practice one, Lewis was not there in the car. There was a young
No, no,
talent
he
who was
just switched
there.
on after Q2. No, since qualifying he was there.
Correct.
He
Since
had that
qualifying, he
feel
had
in
switched
that car.
on. That is correct. You're right. So it was a very good race. Eventually, first for him in Ferrari, I hope, and I wish him plenty of more to
Many,
come.
many lucks. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
many to
Uh,
come.
I just bless him to the moon and he should win. And thank you to Fernando Alonso for that virtual safety car or
Yeah,
and
that
safety
was
car.
lucky.
That
For a change, we can say that
and
Ferrari's strategy was in
Ferrari
place.
just got it right.
Yeah, yeah,
I
strategy
was
was
just
in
about to
place.
say
Yeah.
they got it right, and Charles must be crying in some corner that why always me? Because if you remember, it was 2024 when Carlos got Ferrari their last win, and it's not been Charles on the top step since that time. And it was Lewis who got them the podium, and Charles has been there. He's been a very good spearhead at Ferrari. But I think these regulations and these cars are a much more natural fit, and they have gravitated towards Lewis much more than Charles had. Like people like to say, ground effect cars had nerfed the old school drivers a bit more than the new age drivers. I
Nothing
don't
like
know.
that.
I'm not a driver. I'm not a driver by any means, but I think that the older side of the garage has been a little bit much more calm and cool headed, and they're driving the car as the car wants them to, not like they're over driving like Charles is. Because you can see Oscar, Charles, they're continuously wrestling with the car to extract lifetime out of it. It's just these cars do not work that way. It's just not in these regulations generation of cars. Maybe 2027, 2028 things might change, and the indications are there or thereabouts. But yeah, general consensus is that Ferrari and Mercedes are way ahead. They are in a league of their own right now. And McLaren and Red Bull are there
There and
in certain
thereabout.
circuits. Yeah, because McLaren has been working well in qualifying and practice, but that kind of race pace has yet to be seen.
True, true.
Maybe
I
more
completely agree
upgrades
with
are
your
needed.
statement. You're right. I completely agree with your statement. But this was a very exceptional race, in terms of strategy. How I'll tell
Hmm.
you, back in 2013, if you remember, Fernando had made four pit stops to win the
Exactly.
race. Okay. This was a similar calling. Okay. Where
Because Pirelli
nobody
bought
expected
not
to have more than two pit stops. Okay. But
exactly.
Ferrari went for three. That was a very, very bold call. Okay.
And they won.
And definitely they got lucky with VSC for the last stop. Yes, correct.
But the timing was perfect. That's
But
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that is correct. Timing was actually not perfect. If you see, when the VSC were called out, Hamilton had already passed the pit straight. Okay, pit
Exactly.
line, correct. So it was the next lap when he pitted, but still he got the advantage. Okay, so so it was very good call by Ferrari to pit under VSC, and they did not take things to chances. I think the new race engineer which has been assigned to Lewis
Oh,
Carlos
he's worked
Sainz.
a treat. He's worked a
Correct.
treat to him.
Yeah, of course. He would be very
His
lucky.
Italian Bono.
Yeah, it would be very nice to see, him and Lewis getting success.
More
Yeah,
success and podiums and victories
correct.
and
Yeah,
possibly world championships.
wins most probably, not the
Wins.
podiums only. You know, now I want
Wins.
to see Ferrari win at Monza.
Yeah, yeah. And what a treat will it be with Charles and Lewis, whatever order it may be. 1-2
Whatever order.
Ferrari at
But I
Monza.
want Lewis to win more than the Charles because he has been on the top step of Italian GP for
Twice now.
McLaren
Twice
and
now.
Mercedes, not
Yeah,
McLaren
yeah.
exactly, but Mercedes. So it would be very, very fascinating for him to be in the red and on top of the podium. But that's Italy and that's
But
very months ahead.
he's already broken that record in the sense that he's won races with three different constructors, being McLaren, Mercedes, and Ferrari Red Bull.
Ferrari.
Yeah, three different teams, not constructors.
Yeah, three
If we
different
are
teams.
counting McLaren, Mercedes as a different constructors, then that is a completely different
No,
argument.
no,
But
it was a constructor in a way because that time McLaren and Mercedes were a works team.
yeah, yeah. So I guess it goes like he won with McLaren, then he won with Mercedes, now he's winning with Ferrari. So
Correct.
yeah, he already has that accolade of winning with three different constructors, which shows that he still got it.
He
He
still
still
has
got
it.
it,
There is nothing which can stop him. He has that zeal and that hunger
and
in him
also
still. Yeah.
and also not to discredit Ferrari that they gambled on the pit stop because he had already passed the pit lane and then they brought him in a lap later and then still he was able to win. That shows that Ferrari had confidence in their package that the upgrade they brought was
Correct.
working and they
Yeah.
had the pace to win.
That
So,
is absolutely right.
as was highlighted in the post show, which I saw, they said that with or without the safety car, Lewis either would have passed Russell or it would have been a very close call. So, I think Ferrari is slowly but steadily catching up to Mercedes, and it will be a very interesting fight to see.
And let's see in
Because,
future they will have more upgrades to come, right? So let's
yeah,
see
Mercedes is also no
how
slouch.
correct.
Also, I cannot count out Red Bull because they have Max Verstappen, and that their car is also a very good machinery in certain circuits. Not in every circuit,
Yeah,
but
Red Bull also has a strong car. Let's not forget that
and
Isaac Hadjar almost finished P3 in Monaco,
exactly in Monaco.
and he has been qualifying very good over
And
the this
he's
thing
close to
also.
Verstappen.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
close to
And
Verstappen,
he's keeping close to Verstappen also. So all these things are very important. Okay. And Hajar is a talented young lad.
and
Again,
he'll come through.
yeah, yeah. Arvind Lindbard is also one of the very good talented drivers in the running right now. He's also
The
been
rookie crop
consistently finishing
since
for
last year has been just a step up every year since last year because
yeah,
last
yeah,
year
correct.
also we had so many rookies and the rookies are in a way stepping up and they
Correct.
know what is demanded of them in
Right.
F1 when they make the step up. like
Again,
Ollie Behrman in
since
Haas,
correct,
although under the radar, but his performances have been very good.
Colapinto,
Colapinto is also very good at
correct.
out qualifying,
Yeah,
qualifying.
since Canada, Colapinto has been finishing in points also regularly,
Exactly.
right? So he has been doing well. Today, I think unfortunately he got a penalty post race, so he was dropped
Yeah,
from
but
P8. But still,
that's
he
sport.
finished P8. I mean, that is very good,
Exactly.
right? He
That
has been
that in
P6
itself is also
two
a
race.
testament to the package of Alpine also that they are making steps forward.
Let's not
Although
let's not forget Alpine has a Mercedes engine also.
they are a customer, but they also built a decent chassis, which is helping them in their fight in the
And
midfield.
that is why there is a rumor that Alonso might join Alpine
Might
again
join
next
Alpine
year.
again. So the driver market, the silly season is always on.
Of
There's
course.
no doubt about it. So I don't have any doubt that, and I won't be surprised if Alonso joins Alpine again because there's Flavio there and they go well back.
Absolutely.
ALA crash gate, if
Yeah, yeah,
guys
yeah.
know what I'm speaking about.
2008.
Crash. So, coming to the midfield, is it, what do you feel? How are they converging right now? And
See,
I'm speaking about speaking from Cadillac to no from Aston Martin because Aston Martin is lower than Cadillac right now. Aston Martin till Alpine, I might say, because we have to
there are
exclude the
three
big four.
teams which are not very consistent. Okay, or are consistently at the very bottom level. The one is Caddy,
That Caddy,
second is
Audi,
Aston,
Aston, and third is Audi,
and no,
in
not
my
third is
opinion.
Not Audi. Uh,
Audi is behind operationally,
Williams.
not
Okay.
Williams is a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Williams are being disappointed quite a few seasons right now. I mean, the way they were performing couple of years back, okay, they were improving. They are not improving anymore. I don't see the improvements. They might
no,
have very good straight line speed, okay, but that alone is not going to help them secure podiums or construct or consistently point finishes. They need to build a package around them. I think they are
straight line
lacking a
speed was
technical.
always Williams's strong suit, and I might add that Williams, that facility they are running out from Groove, it is quite a dated facility. When James was joined in, he had mentioned that he was building cars, they were building cars through Microsoft Excel. So yeah, the technological advancement and the investment is coming in. I wouldn't say that I will give them the benefit of the
The
doubt or
results
the
are not
time.
showing.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, it takes time for such a team to go from absolute backmarkers where they are continuously missing deadlines. Although this year they didn't have any excuse to miss the first testing of Barcelona, I might add. But still, uh, as James Holt said, that this team is going from absolute backmarker to underfunded to backdated to absolutely being there with the big teams, the big four. That's where they want to be. And not only the big four, the big two or the big one.
Yeah.
He wants Williams there. So I will give them this season as a foundational year, as I'm giving Aston Martin. I never believed that Aston would be world championship contenders in 2026
No, I
because
believe
Adrian
that.
Newey joined in
I
late
believed how Adrian Newey designs the
and
car around everything and
all the
especially
facilities take time to come online and get calibrated. So yeah, there might be something that Adrian Newey wants to get calibrated. And yeah, he always tends to design cars that are pushing the limits. Like in 2009, Red Bull was fighting for wins, but they had their gremlins. And then since 2010, they have been consistently challenging for world championships and wins and podiums. So you have to give them a certain amount of time. No team has been able to win the championship out of the gate.
let's see for
Why?
Aston they have set the target of the Belgian Grand Prix. So
They
let's
have upgrades coming
yeah,
in,
they have the
completely
entire
new
this
car.
kind of a B-spec car
Spec B
completely,
spec car. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, kind of
exactly.
coming with an overall package transformation including the engines and everything.
I
So let's
seriously
hope for
don't
the
want.
best. I definitely would like to see some mixing around, yes. But speaking of the midfield teams, like uh, Racing Bulls, Haas, Audi, these three teams, and Alpine, four. These four
Yeah.
teams have been consistently in the points. That's very important. They are qualifying good with odd results here
And
and
they're
there,
close also, relatively
and they're
close.
very close, very close. That's very true. And they are making good run for their money actually.
Exactly.
Especially the kind of season that Lawson had last year, and he was, removed from the Red Bull seat just two races in. After that, the
That was
finishes
pretty
that he's
harsh.
having this year, that's a complete 180 degrees.
I just want to take one detour here. Like you mentioned, Lawson getting dropped two races into the season. And now, just to that contrast, Hajar is performing exceptionally well this year at Red Bull. And Tsunoda also had his fair share of nice performances after Laurent Mathies took over. So, again, I'm bringing this point up. The Red Bull pressure cooker has somewhat cool down, in my opinion. And what I'm observing is that the rookies have a much more wider window to work on. Like they are not continuously on the edge. Like Marco is not on the years that you have to perform from race one. Like it's not day one for them. कि day one भाई कार में बैठो और परफॉर्म करो. Not like that. And I think that approach is what Red Bull needed to solve the second driver problem. No. Because Verstappen was not asking for subpar teammates or like he's just that good. So drivers couldn't keep up, but they should have listened to the second drivers also while developing the car. Always, although Verstappen's way of driving the car has yielded them world championships and glory. So I won't blame them for going in Verstappen's direction. But yeah, the second driver input is surely very key to creating a balanced car, which Red Bull this year has, but is not a contender. So maybe they need to be more aggressive in the development path, but also this is their first year being a manufacturer also, works
See,
team also.
the thing is that uh, every team principal, so every manager or every boss has his own way of leadership. They see a
Exactly.
vision, they chalk out a plan, and they work towards it. Okay.
Sure.
So during whether it was Horner or it was Marco or whomsoever it may be at that point of time, okay, and whoever we're calling the shots, they saw a certain way for a team, okay, and they stuck by it and they did it. Whether it was
And
for Max's advantage or disadvantage of other drivers, I will not come to that part. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. They were successful at it.
they were successful because they had a clear path of it, they had a clear vision of it. Okay, now the drivers were definitely not successful. Okay, whatever
Yeah,
the route the team would have been taking at that point of time. Now you are saying is that under Lauren Mikes, the second drivers are also getting equal opportunity to score points. That is what your point you are making, correct? So yes, they are making points. Now, for what reason, we don't know. What's happening behind
exactly.
the
Yeah.
curtain, right? What's happening behind the curtain, we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Right.
yes, I'm happy that the young drivers in Red Bull in the second seat are also scoring points. Yes, that is also true that it started happening after Lauren Mikes took over the team. So
Exactly.
if you do 1 plus 1, it becomes two. So I would leave it up to the judgment of our listeners, our fans, our to make a judgment call by themselves. Okay, what things went where and how they were. Definitely, people will argue that no, this was not done. This was not. It's up to you to think and decide what was happening. I am not part of that Red Bull setup, so I will not comment on it at this point of time.
सो ये सब कमेंट्स पे छोड़ देते हैं अपने व्यूअर्स के लिए. And then you guys tell us in the comments what the situation is at Red Bull and what do you guys think? Because हमको जो बोलना था हमने बोल दिया. And one more very interesting topic I wanted to cover was the A2O or the additional development and upgrade opportunities system designed by the FIA, which only judges the ICE, the internal combustion part of the power unit of F1. And a shocking news has come that Red Bull is the best engine in F1, according to FIA. Like, let it sink in. What do you think about it? And I'll tell you the rest of the story, but let that sink in. That FIA has deemed Red Bull to be the best engine in F1, although only the internal combustion part of it. And FIA's reasoning of it is that they don't want to release any parameters for the test or the data because they think that the teams will game the system. The teams, the manufacturers might game the system. So on that basis, there have been series of meetings between FIA chief and Red Bull chief, and they are also working on verifying the data because the data which FIA is referring to comes from the engine sensors, which is monitoring myriad number of things. I cannot even start mentioning that those things because there are millions of things going on around an F1 engine, and what type of sensor, what type of fuel flow they are going on, I don't know. But Red Bull has been deemed the best engine, and interestingly, Mercedes and Ferrari have been allowed to get additional upgrades each this season. And this is very important in terms of the in-season development work because, mind you, we are not in the engine freeze regulation time right now. The battlefield is open, and Red Bull's probably biggest competitors now have one additional upgrades in their pocket in this season at least. So, what do you make of it? I don't know if you have heard of it, but these news have been doing the rounds, and it has been the prominent story of this week.
So I have heard of it, and it is rather very surprising to me also that the Ford powertrain or the RVPT has been found as the best powertrain in
Like,
the entire grid, wherein the
well,
performance-wise, Mercedes was outscoring everybody, correct? Right from the word go.
well done, Red Bull. Well done, Red Bull from FIA.
Yeah, yeah. Well done Red Bull and well done Ford also. Let's not forget that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they have done, definitely they have done a good job. See, the Red Bull car is never slow. It has been fast always.
Never.
Okay. So there has to be some solid backing to that, right? The qualifying has been good. The race pace has been good. We have seen that time and again. So there has to be some solid backing to that also. So I am, as much as I'm surprised, but I'm not shocked. Okay, because they have the technology, they have the expertise, and I'm sure they can definitely do a better job also going forward.
Red Bull is Red Bull. At the end of the day, they are a
Exactly.
multiple world
It gives you
championship winning
wings.
team. It gives you wings, apparently. So Red Bull is Red Bull. So I think we'll end it there. And also, guys, if you like this A2O segment, do let us know that if you want us to add a new segment at the end of every pod where we discuss the latest rumors and news articles surrounding F1 and the driver market or anything you want. So sound off in the comments. And it was once again a very good time having you guys here and shooting this podcast. And I hope please yeah regular ho jana chahiye abhi. We had we have very much scheduling conflicts right now.
Let's celebrate
Let
Hamilton's win.
let's
Let's celebrate
celebrate let's
Hamilton's win.
celebrate.
Let's
Go
celebrate.
Lewis, Forza
Go, Lewis,
Ferrari.
go Ferrari, for the Ferrari.
Get in there, Lewis, Forza Ferrari. So on that note, thank you guys, and we see you around next race weekend coming up in Austria. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. See you. Take
Sayonara.
paper.